Welcome to your daily focus, July the 9th, 2021. My name is Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. I truly do send it right back to you. Love you so much. Thank you. Of course, we have the new moon, and we'll get to that when we hit the astrology part. But let's first visit the numerology and go to the 9 energy for July the 9th. Now, the 9 energy is a beautiful energy because not only is it about endings and completions, but it's about clearing the path, making way, clearing the environment, clearing your space for a new path to emerge, for something new to come into existence. If we do the numerology of the day, it is a 21, and that's the world card, which is amazing because we have the 9 energy. The 9 energy is like a lighter vibration of a 21 energy. 21 energy is strong, saying that we need to tie up loose ends. We need to understand or pay attention to or invite in clarity to what may be negative in your life, what may be restricting you, what may be limiting you from moving forward in the way that you want. Whatever part of your life it is, why can't I move forward, you ask yourself. Look at it. Try to understand it. Clarity will come in. Understanding will come in under that kind of energy, under the 21 energy, going into a 3 energy, right? 2 plus 1 is a 3. When we hit the 3 energy, it is all about birthing a new idea, being creative, inventiveness. We're very grounded. We're making a plan. We're planting the seed. And the 3 energy invites in the energy to birth something or rebirth something, put a spark in something, an old relationship that's kind of static right now, but you'd like to revive it and bring energy back into that relationship. The 3 energy is beautiful for that kind of stuff. We rebirth, we rekindle, thoughts, ideas, wants, dreams, desires. We have the sun and moon, of course, in Cancer, making our new moon at 18 degrees. So once again, 1 plus 8 is a 9. So really the energy is so strong with the numerology for completing things, ending things, understanding where there's negative in your life or restrictions in your life or limitations in your life that's not allowing you to take the steps that you desire to take, that you want to take, that you feel that you need to take, and yet something holds you back, something makes you think that you can't go forward or that you're stuck or you procrastinate. Oh, I'll put it off till tomorrow or the next day. Next week I'll take a week off for vacation and I'll get all this done. Yeah, that's when I'll do it. So it's about pushing through. It's about understanding what has been holding you back and getting the clarity. Now, there's a couple of things in the astrology. I think Mars and Venus, first of all, Mars and Venus are pretty well conjunct up there in the sky. And when that happens, we get this primal urge to go in search of a partner to mate with. Okay? It's just one of those things that hits our chemistry in a certain way. So if we're in an unstable relationship, watch yourself. Try and figure out why that kind of energy is, that frustration or within the relationship, or maybe a sense of loneliness, or that you're not together, you're not two souls coming as one, and try to understand the why. Okay, but we will be more flirtatious. We will be putting ourselves out there in a certain way, even if we're not looking towards romance per se. It does something to all of us with the chemistry. So be aware of that, and as you walk around, you'll kind of notice it in certain people. And it could, I mean, with some personalities, it could make other people uncomfortable. So know that it's just the energy of the sky, and they won't be that way probably tomorrow, maybe tomorrow still, but in a couple of days, give them a week, Um, but and mind that about yourself. If you have that kind of personality where you put yourself out there a little bit, you will be putting yourself out there a lot of bit, and that might not be the healthiest of things. Now it is a beautiful time to bring soulmates together. It's those people that you meet them and it's like you've known them all your life, kind of people. And they may be from different walks of life. They may be from different cultures. They may speak different languages, because Uranus is up there doing its thing. And even though it's throwing out a lot of beautiful, positive energy for us, for beautiful things to happen, like romance, meeting that perfect somebody that's just, but don't think it through, stay grounded, please, because we can put ourselves out there and we can take risks that we wouldn't have normally taken. And so stay grounded and think things through and take things slow, because if that relationship is there today and you want it to be there in 10 years, then take it slow and it will be there in 10 years. Okay? Don't put yourself at risk. What else do we have with the planets? There's a lot of bickering going on up there. I think Saturn is arguing with Uranus, and that could bring in a sense of loneliness. But it can definitely bring in restrictiveness. Like, we can't do the things that we want to do, and we can't bring the changes in that we think that we can do, and we're giving it our energy, and we're giving it our thought, and we're giving it our time, and perhaps our resources, and nothing's happening, and we're feeling like we're spinning our wheels. It makes it harder to make the changes that you want, and it can bring in things that we don't want. So know that energy is out there too. It can be frustrating, absolutely. It can tense you up because you're getting frustrated. Your patience is gone, and we have to have that patience, and we have to stay flexible, and we have to stay open-minded, and we will see then through these challenges what is actually restricting us, what is actually limiting us, what is actually a negative thing in our life that we need to pull away from, or eradicate, or move from, heal from, perhaps, deal with. So, be cautious when it comes to love, and love and money are kind of the same frequency up there. So we have to mind both of them. We can't make any spontaneous purchases. Make sure they have a receipt, a return policy if you do, because in 3 or 4 days, you'll just not want it anymore, and you'll be upset with yourself and kicking yourself that you spent the money on that when you could have used it to do this, and that's what you were saving for in the first place, and now you got to start over. And so those kinds of struggles and challenges can happen, but then we understand, maybe I'm not as disciplined as I need to be in a certain area of my life. So where can I start to insert some discipline to stay on track? How can I motivate myself? Or do I need others around me to motivate me and push me forward? Am I one of those people that can study online, or do I need to be in a classroom where I have accountability that I have to answer to? And start to understand yourself a little bit more. 18 is all about going within, understanding yourself, paying attention to your intuition, what your body is telling you, what your emotion is telling you, what your sage wisdom is telling you. Okay, shall we go to the cards? They feel like they're all shuffled out now. Okay, so what do we start with? Look at this, the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups says there's decisions to make, there's choices to make, and the journey that we want to take going forward means that we need to leave some things that we truly love behind. So this is one of those cards where we have to make a choice. We have to weigh it out. So yes, we have to think it through. Having that 3 energy, we're kind of like the diplomat. We are grounded. We can think it through. But the energy is more of wanting to do, wanting something new, wanting something different, wanting a change. And we're actually kind of craving that kind of um, vibration. And we're searching for it. We're longing for it. And we're getting frustrated when we don't trip up on it. And here we have to make some decisions in our life where we might have to give up that thing that we want. Maybe it's only short term, we have to give it up, but we have to give it up for the time being because it's taking away time or energy or resources from us, and we need to focus and redirect it in another way. So it may be that you got to make a pot of coffee or a cup of coffee in the morning instead of going through and getting your coffee and donut. Maybe you're going to bake some cookies for yourself for your treat. Whatever it might be, you might be slashing some pennies here and some dimes and nickels there in order to create the dollars you need in order to go forward in a different path. Or you might have to cut out having that 10 o'clock snack before you go to bed because you're on a diet now and you're going to lose some weight. You might want to start setting your alarm for 15 minutes earlier so that you can get in a small meditation or say your mantra or say an affirmation or two or say a prayer before you start your day. So we like our sleep, so we don't really necessarily want to give up that half hour, but we know that if we do, the benefit might be greater. So we have to weigh out those things. Very much so. But we are looking futuristic. We are looking into our tomorrow and seeing where we want to go. And then we are understanding what we need to leave behind in order to go forward, in order to take those steps. We have the 7 of Pentacles. Where is your focus? Where is your focus? Are you concentrating on somebody else's agenda more than your own? Or completely? Are you making a list so that you are accountable to yourself? Are you setting aside time? Or are you planning that you have enough energy to really tackle the things that you need to tackle, hit the challenges straight on in order to break through? Where is your focus? Where is your attention? Where does it need to be? This card asks for you to realign your focus to your goals, your dreams, your desires, your successes that you want to bring into your path going forward. We have the 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords. Here we are, and we have been beaten up, and we have been challenged, and we have fallen down and fallen down and fallen down, and my good golly, Miss Molly, it looks like we've fallen for the last time here, but we haven't. The sun is breaking through the clouds. We're pushing ourselves up. We're going to dust off that dirt, and we're going to stand up straight and tall, and we're going to face forward, and we're going to take the next step. Because those swords are not in our back. They are behind us. They are our shield of strength. They are the lessons we have learned, the challenges we have overcome, the strength that we have recognized within us, the courage that we have recognized within us, the unique abilities and talents that we know that we have, and we're ready to go forward. So we're going to start to feel that sun. We're going to stand up straight and tall. We will be dusting ourselves off. We will be facing forwards. So there's got to be some magic and some beauty. Uranus is in the picture, so I would have to say there's got to be some beauty that just shows up seemingly out of nowhere to give us that hope, to give us that desire back, to motivate us to move into the potential that we already have within us. The 9 of Cups. The 9 of Cups is our wish card. I don't think the 9 of Cups really showed up at last year at all for us, but it's shown up time and time again. Sporadically, mind you, but time and time again throughout 2021, which tells me that we need to grow our dreams. We need to give it energy. We need to give it feeling. We need to give it a reality in which to move into. So dream the dream, and then dream it a little bit bigger. It doesn't cost anything to dream that dream just a little bit bigger, to widen the horizon just a little bit more, to add in just a little bit extra. and the Four of Cups. It all starts with gratitude. Okay? Yes, in the Ten of Swords there, I almost felt like saying, because you deserve it, because you are worthy. But if you don't act that way, that you are deserving and worthy, if you really don't send up, I got like a Dylan here. Gosh, he sheds. Um, it's like the little kid. And they say to mom or dad or their parent, their caregiver, I really, really want this. All the kids have it. I'll be the only one without it. It'll be like the best thing that's ever happened to me in my life if I have this. And you really don't have the money, but you know what? They want it so badly, and it brings you joy to see joy on their face. So you scrimp and you save and you figure out how you can do it, and you go and you purchase the thing and say, look, I got a present for you because I love you. Here's what I got you. And they open it up and it's like, wow, thanks, and a big hug. And you can't wait to do the next thing for them because you just got that big hug and kiss and a big thank you. And you just felt their energy rise like 120%. And then 2 days later you find it broken in the corner. What? Well, if you didn't really care about that, then don't be asking me for too much more, because that was supposed to be the end all of end all, be alls of end alls, or however you say it. It was supposed to be the thing. So sometimes we say we want this, and it shows up, and we just keep on going. We don't stop to say thank you. I had a little orange bird the other day show up, and I just caught a glimpse of him. And we don't have orange birds on our property, so pretty cool. And I immediately said, oh, thank you. That was so cool. Like, thank you so much. I don't know who sent it to me or what the message was, but I thank them. And, thank you for that my eyes opened today. Thank you that I have a new day to start again. New energy. Every day is a fresh start. I knew a lady once, and I'll just try. She was, she's getting up there in her years, but she still has a young heart. And her husband and her granddaughter were supposed to go away. And the day before, she had slipped on a stairs and she broke her foot. And it was a cement staircase, and she had fallen and she broke her foot. And so she's sitting in the hospital, and they're putting the cast on, and the granddaughter's frantic and upset, and the husband's, waiting patiently. And she's like, thank you, thank you, thank you for it being a broken foot. Thank you so much. I don't know how to thank you. And this went on. So they couldn't go away on their vacation. It was moved to 2 weeks from, or 2 months from that time, when her foot would be out of the cast. And the granddaughter, listening to all of this, finally said, enough, Grandma, enough. Why are you saying thank you and that you are so blessed because your foot is broken? Your foot is broken, Grandma. That is not something that is wonderful to say thank you for. It is not something to feel blessed about. And she says, you don't understand. She says, for the last 2 months, my husband's been waiting on me hand and foot. I've been treated like a queen every single day. We got to rearrange everything on our trip, and it ends up that we're getting a better deal and we're getting a lot more included. And the anticipation of being with each other has intensified. She says, but mostly, she says, I'm getting up there. And I fell down a cement staircase. I could have broken my head open. I could have brain damage. I could have broken my spine. I could be broken in many different areas of my body. I may not have lived. All I ended up with was a broken foot. Yes, thank you. So, this is a card of gratitude. This is about saying thank you. This is about understanding what you already have in your life that is priceless. That you take for granted. So where in our life are we taking things for granted? Is it our health? Is it our well-being? Is it the people who surround us and support us? Is it things in our life? Your toys count, absolutely. Say thank you for them. Okay, let's get a mantra card. Let's see what we get here. So there's some raw energy in the air with Mars and Venus. You know, we go searching in search of somebody to mate with. So turn that into looking for maybe bringing your own relationship up a notch, or it could be that you need to turn it towards a true love or passion of yours, and put your focus on growing that. There's many ways to handle it. There's also a very negative way to handle that kind of energy. And I don't think you'll be very impressed with the results if you go with that energy. Yes, we have to be flexible, and but we really need to think through our actions and what we are trying to bring into existence. I think there's an overcast of, I want something new, I want something different, I want to step into something, I want to create something, I just need something different to happen, something new to happen, something more to happen. And we can call upon, look at this, new beginnings. Call upon the wrong energies and use the energies in the wrong fashion. New beginnings. Begin your new life. I rest my case. The phoenix rising out of the ashes, or maybe this is a dragon. I think it's the phoenix rising out of the ashes because we have the fire there. So a phoenix grows to maturity, sets on fire, turns into ash, and from the ash, the new phoenix is born. So today is the first day of the rest of your life. Every day, where is it? Every day is a fresh start. So, how do you want to start the day? What's your first thing? What do you want to do when you wake up? Are you just in the robotic mode at that time? You always set the alarm, so you turn the alarm off, you set up, there's your pitcher of water, you pour yourself a glass. What do you do? Do you put on your slippers? Do you go down and turn on the automatic coffee maker so that it's all preset and everything? I jump in the shower and away you go. Start your day off. Do you start to make lunches for everybody while you're doing the breakfast? Like, what is your routine in the morning? This is a brand new day. It can start any day, any way you want. You write the narrative. So do you want change? Do you want to invite in something new? Do you want to jazz it up a little bit in some way? And take yourself through your day, through your mundane day, and you will see where you have been restricting yourself, where you have procrastinated, where it was just a fear or an anxiety or a misplaced belief. New beginnings. Look at that, the book opened right up to new beginnings. New beginnings burst with assertive confidence and excitement, marking the start of a new direction full of adventure. You are in a good position to use abilities and desires to reach your full potential. There's that word potential again. I thought it was weird when I said it. You are being guided to act now and use this creative energy and enthusiasm to get a project successfully underway. You are being driven by a creative force. The mantra is, I am excited and ready for a new beginning. I am excited and I am ready for a new beginning. I am excited. And I think we're all feeling that. So it's an easy mantra. We're probably saying that without even thinking that we're going to be doing a mantra. But I am excited about my new beginning, my new start. We'll do an animal card, and of course we will do a journey of love card. See what our wonderful animal tells us. Blessings. So once again, it's about gratitude. Gratitude is a big part of this. It starts from the heart. When we are grateful for things in our life, believe it or not, when we start to do a gratitude journal, or just starting to write it down, or starting to say some form of gratitude, a gratitude prayer, or whatever it may be, good things start to come into your life. All of a sudden, the presents start to emerge because they see the smile on your face. They love making you happy. They love when you cry, your angels sob. They want to make you feel great. They want you to enjoy life. Of course they do. What kind of backwards thinking are we ever thinking that they're sitting there and they're pointing and they're going, "Watch this. This is a good one." Um, they want us to expand. They want us to enjoy happiness and joy and abundance. Of course they do. And when we are giving up this gratitude, when we are giving up this thanks for even the smallest of things in our life, what surrounds us, what's inside of us. And you know what? Prove me wrong. It won't cost you anything to try it. But start a gratitude journal today. And tell me where you are in 32 days. And if you want to, you write down one thing and then you close it up. Now, you could journal in it about your day and the wonderful things. But the easiest way is one sentence: I am grateful for, fill in the blank, say it aloud, close the book, go to sleep. Next night, you write in a second thing, read both of them. Okay? Now, you're going to have to set aside some time, because you might go, as the journal gets bigger and bigger, you might read just the last page, or you just might pick a page at random and then write another one on it. But you just try it. And will you have challenges? Of course, we always have challenges. That's being human. Will we always have sad moments? Of course we will. That's part of being human. But will we see more joy and happiness in our life? Well, try it. Blessings, gratitude, and thanks. Feeling gratitude and not expressing it is like wrapping a present and not giving it. It's a perfect opportunity to create peace within your soul, so that gratitude is pure and there is forgiveness from the past by looking at the now and then creating the future. Begin a new tradition. Maybe create a gratitude tree and write down a few things that you are grateful for each day, and hang it on the tree as a reminder. Go around your dinner table and express thanks, not just on Thanksgiving. Create a gratitude journal. Whatever way you want to express your gratitude to spotlight your blessings, do it so that there is a constant reminder around you, so that you can see that you are blessed even when you feel otherwise. Scientists have studied it. We'll get out the journey of love. Gratitude. They have studied it. They have done experiments. They have, tried it in different scenarios. And one of the things is, if you want to grow your happiness, exercise. Exercise is number one. Getting out there and moving around, getting that blood flowing, raising your energy, absolutely. But it's either 2 or 3. Number 2 or number 3 is a gratitude journal. When you remind yourself on a daily basis of what you have already in your life, it does change your entire outlook for the better. Okay, our Journey of Love card is She Loves 61. We have Venus being one of the planets that's highlighted. Of course, Venus is having some arguments with some people too, but she loves. 61 is a 7, standing in your truth. We'll read the poem. The cherry blossom knows when to bloom each year and never questions whether its beauty is enough. There is peace in knowing you always bloom well, yet man spends a lifetime in wonder. Of course, we're beautiful, each and every one of us in our own unique way, truly. Forgiveness is here for you now. Can you partake of it? Forgiveness for your own self, for the times you messed up, didn't love, forgot to trust, tried to take over and decided against surrender. Forgiveness is here for you now. For the times when you couldn't forgive another, even if you already tried and really, really wanted to. She loves. She is here for you now. Open your heart to the angel goddess of forgiveness and let her fill your heart. You are free. This oracle brings you a message from the divine. You are forgiven. You are worthy of forgiveness and you are capable of great spiritual generosity in forgiving others. If there is a person that you cannot forgive, you are really just not forgiving yourself, perhaps for being vulnerable, for not knowing better, not listening to your own intuition. It's time to let it go and allow that forgiveness that the divine has for you to fill your heart. You are free now. You just need to realize it. So it's all about, with the 9 energy, the 18 energy, the 21 energy, it's all about completion. It's all about letting go. It's all about healing. And so we would come round to the end again to be reminded one more time to allow healing in our life, completion in our life, to let go of things that keep us in the negative, that limit us, that restrict us in some manner, and step into the beautiful person we already are with the gifts we already have and take our next step forward. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.